Hello everybody and welcome to a video update. Hello, I'm back. Been on holiday for 16 days. I have returned finally. I hear you have been crying out for my return. You've been itching to see more videos, some people have been saying. Well, I'm back now. You need not worry. Videos will soon be upon you once again. But first, wow, what a holiday. As I leave you with a backdrop of some of the photographs I took, absolutely marvellous. Sun, sea, you know, food, drink, sleep. It was there in abundance, you know, sightseeing. I did it all. Not much. I wasn't too active in terms of, you know, splashing about and dancing about and taking part in all these high octane activities. It was more of a relaxation for me, more of a retreat, just chilling out, recharging the batteries. And I've got a tan. Yes, I've gone extremely dark, which is part of the reason why I'm not subjecting you to a webcam right now. I'm leaving you with a backdrop of some of the photographs, as I don't want to, you know, go on camera just yet with my current complexion. It's rather strange looking at myself in that way. It's bizarre. Anyway, enough about that. So, here we go. Why a video update? Just to say I'm back? No, well, kind of to say hello, I'm back, but not entirely to say that, no. But before I go any further into my LPing and what I've got in store for the near future, I just thought I'd just say a couple of things about the cruise I was on, because that's where I went on holiday. I went on a cruise around the Caribbean. I don't know if any of you saw the news, but last week 50 tourists in St. Lucia got robbed at gunpoint. Those tourists were on a cruise ship. Yes, they were on the cruise ship that I was on. They took a bus tour organised by the ship to the Botanical Gardens in St. Lucia, and they were robbed. 50 people were robbed at gunpoint of their belongings. Absolutely horrendous. Nobody was hurt, thankfully, but yeah, they were on my ship. It was unbelievable. Not only that, but somebody died of an asthma attack, and then somebody also was taken off with pneumonia. So talk about a ship of doom. It's lucky I'm back in one piece. But yeah, obviously horrible things for the people involved, and I don't mean to mock or make a joke of it, but it just goes to show that sometimes holidays from hell can happen to people, and it's a shame when it does. But as far as I was concerned, thoroughly enjoyable. But yes, it's good to be back. It's good to get back to some normality. My batteries are recharged. There's only so much lying about you can do. Hell, I've even gone off the site of food, and people who know me well know I love my food, but I've eaten until I've almost burst. I put on 6 pounds. I'm going to have to lose them. Very sharpish. But yeah, I had a good time. So thanks to all those who wish me well, and thanks to all who have asked how my holiday was. It was great, and I feel revitalised. So let's get down to business. LPing, and the main crux of this video update. I have some plans. When you go away on holiday and you have nothing else to do other than sit on a beach and think, I did a lot of thinking, and I thought I'm going to try something different for a short while. You see, my birthday is May the 10th, and I am planning on buying a new computer. And this new computer that I'm buying is going to be, well, I'm hoping it's going to be a damn beast of a machine. I'm going to spend a bit extra that I don't usually spend a great deal on a computer, but I'm going to push the boat out this time to buy a computer that is capable of performing splendidly on the highest graphical settings whilst recording using Fraps or any other recording software that I may use. I'm going to hopefully branch out into 1080p now, finally, with this new computer, but it's going to have to be, there's going to be a little bit of a waiting time for this to happen. So, but that is in the pipeline. So whilst I'm waiting, and whilst that is going on in the background, and I'm looking at which computers to buy and having to purchase it and wait for it to be delivered, etc., etc., and then have to set it up and transfer game saves onto, it's going to be a whole farce, I can tell you now. But whilst that's going on in the background, I'm giving myself until June. Preferably the 1st of June would be good, but early June to finish Crusader Kings 2 and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Because come early June, I want to restart The Witcher 2 on my new PC, Hopefully that will sort out some of the graphical issues I was having and some of the performance issues. And I also want to start up, I know a lot of you have been asking about it, The Sims 3. Yes, it will be starting in early June if I can finish off 2 LPs that I'm doing now. So that's the plan. So I'm going about this a different way. Now, normally I upload in a rotational style. I upload Skyrim, followed by a Crusader Kings 2, followed by a Star Wars, and then I go back to a Skyrim, and it rotates around, which obviously people like to watch different LPs that I'm doing, so I give you all a bit of each, which is only fair, I think. But to assist me in slightly speeding up the process of getting these 2 games finished, Crusader Kings 2 and Star Wars, I'm going to put Skyrim on hold, and then I'm going to upload Crusader Kings 2 first in a block until it's finished. So from now until the end point, I'm going to upload nothing but Crusader Kings 2. So if you like to watch Skyrim, you like to watch Star Wars, slight apologies, but it's going to be, from now until it's finished, a Crusader Kings 2 marathon. Which leads me on to, when is the end point for Crusader Kings 2? I haven't specifically stated an end point. The game is a very long game. You can define your own end point. It could be 400 years when the game ends. It could be whenever you deem it fit and necessary. And I have come to a conclusion. As soon as I have a Fleming King on the throne of England, LP is finished. Now, I'm not talking about a Fleming King that I particularly control. I'm talking about a Fleming King in general. As soon as he hits the throne, or it could be a she, depends. It's more likely to be a he, of course, but you never know. As soon as he hits the throne, poof, LP will be over. And I can see people with their wide eyes and a wide mouth agape. But you can't end the LP there. You've risen from Count to Duke. You've hit the heights of a king. Surely you want to play on as king and reap the rewards of your hard work. Yes, I do. And I'm going to be just as much on tenterhooks as you to see what happens next. Which is why the LP will come to an end, but the series will not. See, my plan is to end this LP. I think when we reach a Fleming King, it's a perfect time to end. It's a great celebration of achievement, and it's a perfect point to say, right, we'll bring the curtain down on this portion of the LP. Rise to fame, LP over, and then Season 2, Fleming Kings, will continue from where we leave off and see how the Flemings cope as rulers of England, a new chapter in the Fleming dynasty. And that season will probably start next year, early next year, because there's a couple of other games to throw in this year. There's Rome 2, there's Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, so it's unlikely that I'm going to have time to start up the Season 2 of the Crusader Kings LP this year, but early next year we'll start up the LP again. The Crusader Kings 2 Fleming Dynasty Season 2 will start next year. So the story will continue. There's just going to be a slight sabbatical when we get a Fleming king on England's throne. So there you go. Slight disappointment initially, but I hope you're still happy that the LP will continue in due course. It's just going to make way for some other games in the meantime whilst we take a break, and then we can continue on in Season 2 when the time is good. So that's that. So that's going to be from now until it's finished. So continuously uploading Crusader Kings 2. No rotation system. And then when Crusader Kings 2 comes to that natural finish and the LP is brought to a conclusion, we then move on to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. And we do exactly the same thing. We play that continuously until it's finished. Now there's a bit more time left in the Star Wars LP than there is in the Crusader Kings 2 LP, I think. So it's going to take a bit longer to finish, but I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm still going to play it continuously to a finish, and when it's finished, hopefully that will be round about end of May, beginning of June time. And then we're going to go back to the 3-game rotation. Come the early June, back on the 3-game rotation with Skyrim, Witcher 2 and The Sims 3 Season 4, I think it is now. So that will be that's the plan. That's the plan from now until early June and beyond. Finishing Crusader Kings 2, finishing Star Wars. June the 1st comes around, we crank up Witcher 2 back again, start The Sims 3 finally, much to your delight I imagine, and continue with Skyrim, and hopefully with a new computer we can push to new heights of quality such as 1080p, and I don't know what else we can do with it, but we'll try and mix in a few new little tweaks and bells and whistles here and there. Nothing too much, but we'll see what happens. So that's the plan. That is my overriding plan for the next few months. Any questions or suggestions, comments, etc., please feel free to leave them as you usually do, and I'll do my best to reply. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So join me on Tuesday when we start the Crusader Kings 2 LP again, and we're going to hopefully put our son on the throne. See you then.